Yeah, that's cool.
Stepping time, come on, buddy, stepping time.
A computer magician can write this thing. It can be compiled into zeros and ones and pronounced by a computer, and that's what makes computers powerful. These high-level languages that can be compiled. And so I'm here to tell you don't need a computer to actually have a spell. In fact, what you can do at the molecular level is that if you encode information, you encode a spell or program as molecules, then physics can actually directly interpret that information and run a program. And that's what happens in proteins. When this amino acid sequence gets pronounced as atoms, these little letters are sticky for each other. It collapses into a three-dimensional shape that turns it into a nanomachine that actually cuts DNA. And the interesting thing is that if you change the sequence, you change the three-dimensional folding, you get now a DNA stapler instead. These are the kind of molecular programs that we want to be able to write, but the problem is we don't know the machine language of proteins, we don't have a compiler for proteins, so I've joined a growing band of people that try to make molecular spells using DNA. We use DNA because it's cheaper, it's easier to handle, it's something that we understand really well. We understand it so well, in fact, that we think we can actually write programming languages for DNA and have molecular compilers.
We're gonna rock down to Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher.
Ineffectively, yes. The business runs America and funds politicians. Unelected heads of giant corporations and wealthy banking families choose your leaders for you by choosing who to give money to and manipulating the media.
I think, you know what, it's unfair in a way to throw Ron Paul entirely under the bus.
Who are these hidden hands?
This network of families I'm talking about.
December 30th, 1983. It was picked up by 6 dailies.
The government has released its first official statement on the question of whether unidentified flying objects exist. Chief Cabinet Secretary Nobutaka Machimura says the official position of the government is that it has not confirmed the existence of unidentified flying objects. Accordingly, it has not yet drawn up measures to deal with UFOs. However, he says he personally does believe that UFOs exist.
What we're thinking of as aliens are they're extra-dimensional beings that an earlier precursor of the space program made contact with.
The situation right now? The situation is that 2 airplanes have attacked apparently.
Tell me about the project for the New American Century. Tell me about it.
I know nothing about it.
Exactly. Well, let me tell you then something that you should know about. And this is written down. In the 1990s, an organization was created in America called the Project for the New American Century. The people who created it were the people that have run the Bush administration from the moment it came to power. In the year 2000, in September, the Project for the New American Century produced a report, a document, calling for a series of conquests of countries, one of which was Iraq. It actually says in the document, words to the effect of, we must use the excuse of Saddam Hussein to go into Iraq.